Hello everyone! Today I'm shooting multiple exposures with my Mamiya RB67 and I'm taking you along with me. So today we have the first snow in northern Denmark and it snowed overnight. The morning was beautiful. It was -1 degree Celsius, so the snow even stayed for the rest of the day. I already had this photo shoot planned a while ago because also I'm leaving to my home country next week on Friday. Before I leave, I decided to try out multiple exposure possibilities with my Mamiya RB67 and with the film, right? The whole day was a bit hectic. The time went past really quickly and I found myself packing up for my trip at around 1 o'clock. Now it is approximately, I'm not really sure, it's probably 3 or so, maybe a bit 2:30 perhaps, and I'm finally at the forest that I wanted to get to. I didn't want to shoot in town, I didn't want to shoot man-made objects, I wanted to shoot in nature and make multiple exposures of nature. It took me extraordinarily long time to come here since I don't have a car. I'm taking buses everywhere, I'm walking everywhere with these huge backpacks and with my Mamiya, with the food supplies, with everything, with the tripod, as you can see right here. And what I just realized as I'm at the location, as I'm preparing to start packing, I forgot the plate. Plate is still on my other camera and we're going to be shooting handheld today. So today we'll be making multiple exposures. I'm willing to try more than 2 actually. What if I make 4 exposures? What if I make 8 exposures? How does that work? So we have 10 shots possible in this. I decided to shoot 5 today and 5 tomorrow, since tomorrow I'm promised some snow, so I'm really looking forward to that. So let's make 2 double exposures and I think I'll make 2 quadruple exposures, right? 4 exposures. If I'm being told, the correct exposure should be with f11 at, let's say, 1 second, right? If it tells me f11 at 1 second, it would be perfect exposure. Since I want to make double, I'll make 2 exposures with f16. So I'll make 1 exposure with f16 here on the snow. I'll walk all the way down there. It's going to be 1 second exposure. I'm going to be walking down there to the greenery and I'll make another exposure on top of it with f16. So then 2 darker exposures will end up in a good exposure. And basically that's what I will be doing. I hope it makes sense. That's the best I can explain. I'm learning myself, okay? So now we have number 1. I'm extending the bellows as far as I can and I would like to get this piece of snow in focus. 3.8 1/60. Enable multiple exposure button, which is also really important. Tickling it up. What I'll take another shot of is going to be these leaves. Maybe snow and leaves will align nicely. Let's see. Trying to get them in focus. Relatively. Maybe I can try to find for a better background. It's pretty busy, but maybe it will be okay. Oops, oops, oops. Don't touch my subject. So, guys, have you tried long exposures before as well? I mean multiple exposures. Have you tried? I would like to know how it went for you. Was it as stressful as it is for me now? I enjoy it anyway, so I'll make another one. So guys, I explain you the idea behind the shot. Oops. Okay, so I explained you the idea behind the shot. We'll get the sky and we'll get some snow again. Possibly with some green grass. Let's try to look for it. Actually, you need to go a bit back then. Both of you, tripod and GoPro. And what I will do is I will get some of this grass with some snow on top of it. Dark slide, of course. When you already have the image prepared, ready to take a shot, you forget dark slide. Best feeling ever. One exposure made. Make another one of possibly this tree up here. Aha, so the sky is way brighter than here. What I might have to do is compensate for the sky right here. So what I will do is I'll put it to 3.8 1/25. Focus to infinity, or better yet, yeah, there you go, slightly closer than infinity. This is so magical. Pretty tricky to choose a composition. There you go. Let's see, we're fine right here. We're done. We just got ourselves another double exposure. So, it's going to be another location, and I can feel that it's really getting darker. The clouds are really thick. I believe if not we will still have some nice sunlight. But it is how it is. The Mamiya, have I mentioned that I never shot Mamiya handheld before? Probably didn't mention, but I wouldn't mind if it's the last time. And so, we have these rocks around here. And I think that's going to be our quadruple, 4 shots on one image. I'm thinking about making actually one exposure here, one exposure there, one exposure perhaps here with the tree, and maybe one close exposure, you know? We can blend in everything. Usually photographers, when you point your camera at something, you know what you will get, right? You know exactly what you will get because you have the LCD, you have the viewfinders. But right now I took a challenge and I decided purposely ignore all that and just basically experiment with multiple exposures. You get what I mean, right? Let's just shoot. Can you put your DSLR like this? I don't know, but Mamiya you can. Let me get my Mamiya. To make quadruple exposure, or 4 exposures, what we need to do is we need to lower the exposure by 2 stops. So if it tells me 3.8 15th of a second, what we will do is we will make it not 1/8 of a second, which is 1 stop lower, we'll make it 1/4 of a second. Boom. So when I'm about to attempt to shoot this man-made shelter, probably that used to be, as you can see here behind me, what I'll try to do is shoot it like this, landscape mode. Then I will twist the camera, and then I'll twist it again, and then I'll twist it again. We'll see how it looks. Oh guys, it got dark really fast, right? I have last shot, 5th exposure for today. I'll play with this area right here, with this little yellow tree. So what we'll do, we're cocking the lever and we start shooting. So it got dark really quickly, as you can see. It's 4 o'clock, so I'm going to be thinking as I'm eating now where I'm going to be heading. Tomorrow I'm thinking about making another 5 exposures, as I mentioned before. They will be definitely from the beach somewhere, because in Denmark we have a lot of beaches. I'll head to one of the beaches. Hopefully there's going to be a lot of snow, because tonight it's promised to be snowing a lot. And yeah, I really can't wait. Next, I should just not forget my Arca Swiss plate for the tripod, so I can work a bit more freely and not so much in a rush. And yeah, looking forward to tomorrow. I hope you do as well. I think that's it for me from today. I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you guys join me as well. Bye bye.